Hey guys, sorry, I'm gonna be rubbing my eyes. I just woke up. It's actually still dark out. But I went to bed thinking one thing regarding the situation with Girls' Generation and woke up with the headlines saying that Jessica wasn't hacked and that Girls' Generation is going to keep promoting as 8. I'm I'm seriously at a loss for words. Like who can imagine them as 8? Like I can't even imagine them as 8, and now we have to. It's just really just odd. It's so odd. And I was never, heavily invested in Girls' Generation, but I knew, Jessica, she's funny, she's got these powerhouse vocals, she's, the Ice Princess, and she brought such a light into Girls' Generation, and now to hear that she's not gonna be in it is like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. And I just want to say to the Sowons, I'm really sorry. I really am. Like, I'm making light of it, but I really am sorry because this must be really shitty for you guys. And I hope you guys can come together and try to support Girls' Generation as 8. But of course, there is stuff that is still going on with this because this announcement pretty much came out of nowhere. It started, like I said, for me last night. Jessica's Weibo, which is like the Chinese version of like Twitter, she said in both Korean and English, I was excited about our upcoming fan events only to be shockingly informed by my company and 8 others that as of today I'm no longer a member. I'm devastated. My priority and love is to serve as a member of Girls' Generation, but for no justifiable reason I am being forced out. And at first, people thought it was a hack. Like, I thought it was a hack. I'm like, what the hell is with this nonsense about Jessica leaving? Like, because the girls 3 months ago, they all renewed their contracts. They just released a Japanese single. Like, it had to be a hack, right? But then pictures came out of all the rest of the Girls' Generation members, minus Jessica, going to a promotional event, or going to an airport, and it was just 8 of them. So then people's suspicions, the rumors started to fly again that, oh my god, maybe this could be true. I wonder why. People were pulling out reasons and, stuff like that. But then SM, who, like, I just want to strangle, they were like, we're looking into the situation. It's like, dude, it's yes or no. Did Jessica leave or not? It's not we're looking into the situation. It's she's under your company. Know what your artists are doing, especially when that artist is part of the biggest girl group in your country. Like, it's not hard to figure out what's going on. So we were left for hours to the point where, like I said, I got tired of waiting and fell asleep, that we were all just annoyed. We just wanted answers. It was later posted that the message that she left, she deleted, but then she replaced it with this message that says, "You guys are very special people, and I love you dearly. Therefore, you deserve to hear the truth from me. I'm deeply saddened and hurt by those who I trusted and hope that you don't ever have to experience this kind of pain." Follow that up with the news of Jessica not being in Girls' Generation anymore. SM finally got all its staff together to make this announcement because it was so hard to find the people to make an announcement sooner. And said, "We are offering our position on the message posted on Jessica's Weibo posted today. This coming spring, due to her personal situation, she notified us that she will halt her team promotions with the release of one more album, which has not been released yet. Despite Jessica's sudden notice, the agency and Girls' Generation members tried our best to try to figure out a way that Girls' Generation's activities could continue in the best possible direction. However, in the midst of insufficient clear negotiations regarding conflicts of differences in priorities and interest, Jessica started her fashion business." If you don't know, by the way, Jessica, right after her show with Crystal, her sister, who's also in SM and also in the group FX, they had a show together, and her fashion line's called Blanc. And I was really excited for it because that girl is classy. I wanted to see what she could come out with. Anyway, it says, "Due to this, despite ongoing talks, it has come to a point where the team could not maintain any longer. Thus, the agency had no choice but to pull up Girls' Generation's activities as 8 members earlier than planned, and in the midst of while In the midst of working out when to announce this, Jessica had posted her words early this morning, or early this afternoon in our time. From here on out, our agency will continue to support and manage the 8-member Girls' Generation and Jessica's individual activities. But yeah, they did say they were going to manage Jessica's individual activities. So it's like this weird fallout with SM, but it's not really. And then you have to wonder, like, what in the hell could Jessica have possibly done that would cause such a conflict in Girls' Generation? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but it hasn't quite been the best year for Girls' Generation. 2014 has literally been Yuna's dating, Sooyoung's dating, oh, Hyoyoung got into a scuffle with her boyfriend, oh, ex-boyfriend, and he got arrested recently, which was just weird in and of itself. Oh, Taeyeon's dating, oh, but she's dating Baekhyun from EXO, and they left Oreo messages on Instagram, and she didn't go on Instagram for like 3 months. SM has had a shitty year for Girls' Generation, okay? And there's been rumors about Jessica and this CEO, named Tyler Kwan, who there's rumors that like they're getting married, and that, while I dismissed it as like Chinese, you know, rumor fodder, it seems to be kind of true, because Hyoyeon and Taeyeon's relationships especially were the most like shocking, messy, and kind of, you know, overall bad for Girls' Generation's image. Jessica's, like, I can't think of another reason why her relationship with Tyler Kwan, because I do think they're in a relationship, but I'm not sure about marriage. I can't think of another reason why it would be considered like this huge distraction and this huge burden for the rest of the Girls' Generation members. Like, I don't get it. Another reason could be, like they said, her fashion business. She wants to do her own fashion business. But why is that I don't understand why that's a problem. And then we have to get down to the straight facts of it. SM sucks. I don't care if you're an SM stan. Look at the facts, okay? TVXQ, 3 members left. Super Junior, 1 member left, and I want to say that Kibum left, but if I say that, you guys will get mad at me, so we'll just say that Hengen left, officially. FX, this year, Suli left unofficially to go date Choiza or something. I'm not entirely sure why she left, but, well, they stopped promotions, but they're still considered 5, but, you know. EXO, Chris left this year. This is the 3rd member of your really successful groups to have a member leave. That's not good. You are fucking up in terms of what you're doing. I'm so mad about this. People are like, oh, SM's better and they don't have slave contracts anymore. Okay, well, yeah, that's great. Look at, after your slave contracts are gone, you still have 3 people who officially or unofficially left your group, like, left your company. Like, you're not doing better, you're doing worse. And then we have to look at one more thing. Jessica said she was kicked out. She wasn't, you know, she was, I guess, planning on leaving, and again, I would like to think that that's because she wants to marry Tyler Kwan, and SM's like, no, you're not going to be another Sunye from Wonder Girls, and we can just halt your activities afterwards, or whatever. She was kicked out earlier. So there was a plan for her to always leave Girls' Generation, which, I mean, I don't know. But that she was kicked out earlier, and she was so blindsided by this that she, you know, she told people how blindsided she was by it on her personal social media account. That's shady. That's what it's just shady. Like, I don't like SM. I've never liked SM. I like the artist, and I think they're made up of such wonderful people. And Girls' Generation, they're amazing. Like, their bond, it was so unbreakable, or so we thought. And it really goes to show that even the strongest girl groups have inner conflict. We all thought SNSD was okay. We all saw this, like, sisterly bond that they had. They've been together for, I think, over 6 years. And it means nothing, because it says that the 8 members decided that it would be best if Jessica stopped her activities with Girls' Generation. And that's the weirdest part of it, is to think that the other members had a hand in her not being in the group anymore. And now people are like, oh, it's Tiara, oh, and they bullied her, or whatever. And I don't think it's that. I don't think they bullied her at all. I don't think there's any sort of strife in Girls' Generation that is personal. I think it's all business related. But it's just so weird because, like I said, Girls' Generation all just renewed their contracts for another, I think, 3 years, 5 years. Tay TCO is currently promoting right now. It's just weird. Like, none of this makes sense to me. Like, because SM's giving no, like, actual reason. They're like, due to conflicts and due to managerial differences or whatever. Like, none, it doesn't make sense. And it's annoying. I'm annoyed. So, but it's SM, so honestly, I don't think we're gonna get any more of a clarification than that. If we're gonna hear anything else, it's gonna be from Jessica. She's been decently vocal about, all this so far. I can only hope that she continues to sort of tell the fans and explain to them why. So, the moral of the story is cherish the groups you have. Like, really. They can be as messy as UKISS with their bajillion member changes. They can be as solid, or I guess so we think, as SHINee or Big Bang. But at the end of the day, like, we don't really know how solid a group is. Like, I'm totally blindsided, just like Jessica, man. I was not expecting this. I will definitely keep you posted if I do hear anything else, because I kind of dropped the ball with Chris and Sully temporarily leaving their respective groups, because I got busy with life, sorry. But I'll keep you guys posted on this, because it's Girls' freaking Generation. Like, I don't even believe it. Anyway, like I said earlier, fans of Girls' Generation, I am really sorry. And I'm really sorry, especially if she was your bias. Like, I can't even imagine that. And like I said, it goes to show that this can happen to any group, and what we see on, like, variety shows and stuff like that, it's only scratching the surface. It's not the depth of the members' relationships with each other. And unfortunately, we have to come to the fact that a lot of it is for show, They teach idols to be like this, to do fan service, to crack jokes to each other and be playful. Like, that's just part of the nature of being an idol. Are there actually deep-rooted friendships within idol groups? Absolutely. But this is not an example of one of them. And that's sad. So I will keep you posted on anything that happens with Jessica and SM Entertainment. This proves again that 2014 is a crappy year for K-pop, and I'm so ready for it to be over. Like, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. I will hopefully have an update soon, because I want an update. Like you guys, I want an update. Bye, guys.